Can you say who you are?
Sure,
Say your
I'm
name.
also a healthcare listener.
Okay.
My name is Amelia, and I had a question. If someone is applying for the health and wellness plan and are deemed medically frail before the start date of January 1, can they be placed on Medicaid?
No.
No.
No. So the eligibility for being an adult eligible for Medicaid, that doesn't start until January 1. But as of January 1, then you could be, they would be enrolled in the regular Medicaid program rather than the others.
Okay.
I think you had some questions?
Yes. How does a person opt out of this program if they don't want to participate?
They simply don't have to apply. You don't have to, if you don't want the program, then you would not apply for the program.
And what are the penalties for not enrolling?
There are no penalties for not having insurance for individuals at this income level. The individual penalty, I think, might be what you're talking about. The Affordable Care Act has a penalty for individuals who do not purchase or have insurance coverage, but that's for individuals at income levels greater than this.
So if your income is less than about 10 grand a year, you don't have to enroll in this program and participate?
There's no, it's optional for the individual. It would be your choice.
Okay. What about on our tax returns when we're supposed to indicate whether we're insured or not?
If your income is below this level, then those requirements do not apply and the penalties don't apply.
Okay. This meeting here today, I didn't find out about it until last night by watching the news in Omaha. I know Iowa has open meetings laws, and I think it's sort of not really giving us fair notice for a public meeting when you don't notify us until the day before. This meeting was not publicized on the non-Corel website, and no other local radio stations publicize this public meeting. So.
The dates and times of the public meetings were issued in a public notice that was published in the newspapers, I believe including the Council Bluffs paper a couple of weeks ago. But I'll admit it's not easy to find. It's in the public notice section of the newspaper, and then we published it on our website. But I understand your concern. It's hard to get the word out about these.
And what if I do make more than the poverty level and I don't want to participate? What are the penalties in Iowa
There are no penalties.
for not purchasing health insurance? There's no penalty.
Not at this income level.
No, but you said above the.
I'm talking about above.
Oh, above? I actually don't know off the top of my head what the amount of the penalties are for individuals that don't purchase insurance. I'm sorry, I don't have that with me.
Okay. You don't know what the tax levels will be, or.
I do not, I'm sorry.
Okay. And who, we go and purchase this from a private corporation if we are above the poverty level, or?
What you would do is you would go through that healthcare.gov website, and it would look at your income level and determine what level of subsidy you would be eligible for. So you would be going through that website to look at what plans are available and what options, and you would kind of choose which plan meets your needs, and then you would be able to see how much financial assistance you could get through that subsidy program that would help lower the cost to the individual. So say the insurance costs, I'm just making these numbers up, but say the insurance costs $300 a month, and at your income level you would be eligible for a subsidy of $150 a month. Then the amount you would pay would be $150, and you would have choices. You'd have however many choices are available, and they would cost different amounts depending on the level of coverage and the provider network and what company it comes from. So you might have a choice that's $400 or $300 or $200 depending, and then you would choose based on which plan you like the best and how much you want to spend on your health coverage. But based on your income level, you would be eligible. If your income is below 400% of the federal poverty level, you'll be eligible for some amount of those subsidies to help lower the cost of purchasing that insurance.
Okay, but if you're above the poverty level, we get this straight, you still have to purchase health insurance according to the federal law.
That's right, or pay a penalty. That's
Or pay a
correct.
penalty.
Yes.
But it's not a penalty, it's a tax.
I'm not familiar with exactly how that is applied, so that could be.
Supreme Court ruled it's a tax, not a penalty.
You very well may be right. I'm just not personally expert or knowledgeable.
The department is not responsible for the
No.
administering of the program above 130.
No, we have no responsibility for any of the programs, the marketplace or the tax credits or any of those things. We're not responsible for that at all. That's a combination of the federal government. It's largely the federal government. And then the state of Iowa, the Iowa Insurance Division is doing some functions like we're, you know, the Iowa Insurance Division is determining which plans can participate in the marketplace in Iowa, but the tax credits, the penalties, all of those things are being administered by the federal government.
And the IRS will be the enforcement agent of this law?
Well, I can't speak to that. I'm just really not expert in that. As Tom said, we don't have anything to do with that, so I would feel uncomfortable answering because I'm just not positive.
Well, we the people, some of us feel uncomfortable with this entire law, and there's people that will not comply with it, so.
Well, this program is an opportunity, it's an option for individuals who are below 133% of the federal poverty level and who choose and would like to have access to this type of program. This is the program that we're responsible for and what we're presenting about.
You guys are offering the carrot and the federal government has the stick, so I understand. Thank you.
Yep. Any other questions?